the Butcher's Block, coming to you live this evening from the Turnbull's Northumbrian Food Hall, right here in the heart of Northumberland in Alnwick. Joined as ever by, well, from beyond the camera by producer Matt. I'm also joined by none other than Master Pete and Butcher Dan. Give it up for them. Nice to see you, gentlemen. Nice to see you. We've got an action-packed show for you this evening. Here's what's coming up.
Coming up in today's episode of the Butcher's Block, it's British Pie Week here at Turnbull's. We'll see Baker Phil in action making his delicious pies. We'll hear from Johnny Farrell, Team GB Butcher, as he puts a recipe together for us. And bananas in pies.
And here we go, what a show we've got for you, bananas in pies. We're going to start off with Wine of the Month. Butcher Dan, you've poured us some wine here. Tell us a little bit about Turnbull's Wine of the Month.
This month we've gone for the Wave Rider. It's a New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc Marlborough. It's 12.5%. It's I don't know much about wines, but I know that I really like this one. It's nice and
good.
dry.
Yeah, it's nice.
That is good, isn't it? Crisp.
Very good.
And it's
nice, dry.
$8.99 all month. It's a bargain.
Is it?
It is.
There you go. Butcher Dan's recommendation. Wine of the Month here at Turnbull's. And of course, it's time to also announce our...
It's time for Sausage of the Month. Master Pete, tell us about your sausage.
Yes, it's that time of month where Master Pete tells us about his sausage. Peter, it's, it's St. Patrick's Day this month, so I think that might be a little bit of a clue.
Yeah.
Tell us about Turnbull's Sausage of the Month for March.
It's a beef and Guinness one this month, so it's just a nice plain beef sausage with plenty of Guinness poured in.
We've got something to try. We're going to give this a whirl and see what we think.
I've tried the Guinness in it, and that's good.
Yeah. So, has Apprentice Rob been left in charge with the sausage?
Yeah, because I was looking after the Guinness.
That's good.
Very good.
That's good.
Lovely that. Well done, Rob.
Well done, Rob. If you're watching, that is a good sausage, as always. Also, we're around the Butcher's Block this evening. Butcher Dan, tell us what you've... Butcher Dan has put this delightful centrepiece together on our Butcher's Block. Tell us what we've got.
We've got all sorts. National Pie Week this week, so we've celebrated all things pastry here. Alex has been busy this week with a venison pinwheel. That's with a red wine and
Beautiful,
short glaze.
absolutely stunning.
Really good. We've got the new weekend Wellingtons and the venison Wellingtons there as well. We've got our venison pies. These have been really popular.
They are delicious.
Amazing,
Stunning.
Beautiful. And some of the bakery products there. They're ready to eat pies.
Fantastic. It looks amazing. I hope you can see that at home and just how good it looks. It is British Pie Week, and hopefully, as you all know, we have a reputation for producing fantastic pies here at Turnbull's. That is all down to Baker Phil and his team of merry men and women at our bakery here in Alnwick. Producer Matt earlier this week caught up with Baker Phil. Let's see what Phil had to say.
Hi, Phil the Baker here at Turnbull's. I've been a baker here for 20 years. So basically today we're just going to show you how the pies and pastries, everything we do here, are produced.
Phil, how many pies do you reckon you make every week?
Oh, thousands. Absolutely thousands every week. Put them through the roller here. Old-fashioned way, but the old-fashioned way is the best. This is my hand blocker. Like again, old-fashioned, but the old-fashioned way I find is the best. This is the mix we use. It's the same steak like you buy in the shop, town centre or food hall. Nothing but the best. That's all we use here is the best ingredients to get the perfect pies. So I'm just going to show you. So this is the steak. So you can see plenty of filling in, and that's the way to do it. And then the lid goes on like that, and there's your steak pie, all ready just to be glazed put in the oven, about 40 minutes, comes out perfect. And you've seen how we make them. Everyone is made by hand. There's no machinery, it's just all quality handmade pies. So get yourselves into Turnbull's, get your pies. Don't forget this week, British Pie Week. So we've got a lot of specials on offer every day this week. So get yourselves in. Phil the Baker here saying bye.
There you go, it's Phil the Baker. I really hope Phil's passion comes through on that video. He has a great passion for producing pies. He's just a fantastic lad, Peter.
Oh, he's tremendous.
Yeah,
he's absolutely tremendous.
He just lifts our spirits. Dan, he mentioned in the video he produces thousands of pies. You're like the statue of Turnbulls. Tell us approximately how many pies, or just?
Well, we did work it out. We worked it out earlier on today, but I think it'd be nice to get Peter to have a little guess. Over 20 years, how many pies do you think Phil has produced?
Well, that's a hell of a question. I'm going to go on a limb and say I think he's burnt more than he's... I'm only joking.
We're still in business, so I don't think he has.
1.5 million.
Really?
That's 20 years.
It's a good guess.
I know how many we sell. I know how much meat we produce for him.
Yeah, it's a good guess, but it's a little bit more. So later on this year, I think Phil is going to take over 2.5 million pies in 20 years.
Wow, 2.5 million pies.
Quite amazing.
I can't believe that. Peter's trying to get in on the act there by saying he prepares all the meat for the pies. Phil, that's an amazing achievement. I think we should have a special celebration later in the year when Phil hits that 2.5 million pie mark. Everyone at home, that's an achievement. Well done, Baker Phil. Well done. That's fantastic. So it's British Pie Week here at Turnbulls, and we get all kinds of requests, orders, fantastic emails, but we got a special one just a few weeks ago, and it came in from the other side of the pond, and I'm just going to read this out to you. It was an email that we received. Hi, my name is Rebecca Doyle, and I live in Chetwynd, British Columbia, Canada. I hope I pronounced that right. My husband was attending an archaeological field school in either late 2012 or early 2013, and he had one of your pork pies with caramelized onion. My husband can't remember my middle name. He can't remember our anniversary, our children's middle names, the day of the week, or what he had for breakfast this morning, but he remembers your meat pies. So much so that in the 7 years we've been married, he's tried to recreate your pies 46 times. I'm asking you to please share with me the ingredients, not the recipe, but the ingredients for the filling, so that I can free up some room in his memory. If we ever make it, and I think we may buy you out of those pies. Thanks you in advance for your response. Most sincerely, Rebecca Doyle. Rebecca, thank you so much for the lovely email. Can't believe that he can't remember all those things, but he remembers Turnbull's pork pie. So we thought it would be nice to get the bakers here at Turnbull's to share the recipe with you. And here to do so is Dave the Baker.
Hi, my name's David Dixon. I'm a baker at Turnbull's here in Alnwick Town Centre. Today I'm going to show you how to make a £3 pork pie. Here I've got £3 of minced pork, lean minced pork, sage and onion stuffing, and seasoning of salt, pepper and thyme. I'm going to mix them together, add a bit of water, mix it through and put that in the pie. That's it all mixed through there in the bowl. Hot pastry.
Hot pastry or hot water.
Yeah, proper Italian lard. Nice and crusty. I'll pack that in. Want it right to the rim. Stick my lid on. Hole in the centre to let the air through, and just cut away at the side. Compress it down. That'll go in the oven 170 degrees, about half an hour to 40 minutes, until it's nice and golden brown.
There we go, Rebecca. That is Dave the Baker showing you how to produce our pork pie. Producer Matt has just realised that he's given Dave the Baker the wrong recipe. it is actually the same recipe, but we add caramelised onion chutney to it as well for the caramelised onion chutney version. But I think the secret ingredient that your husband may be missing could be the sage and onion stuffing, do we think?
Yeah.
That does just give a little bit of a difference to the pork pies here at Turnbull's, doesn't it?
Yep.
And as Peter's pointed, I've got to tell the story, but we had the BBC came to film many years ago now. I think it was about 2007.
Yeah.
They came to film Baker Phil producing pork pies, and Peter, come on. Tell us about his line that amused you.
Well, we were all stood around behind the camera and just watching, and Phil's doing his bit, and all we heard him say was, "And we're just coating it here with a vegetarian glaze on a pork pie." Well, we just fell about laughing.
Poor Phil, he was stressed that day, wasn't he?
No, we weren't.
Anyway, Dave, thank you so much for sharing. Rebecca, I hope that helps. If ever you're in Alnwick, we'd love to give you some of our pork pie with caramelised onion. They are truly delicious, and thanks so much for getting in touch. I hope that helps. So, where are we now? Lost my place. Yes. So we've looked at some of the pies that we produce here at Turnbull's, but what we thought it would be lovely to do was, if you fancied producing your own pie at home, we thought it would be nice to give you a recipe to follow. And who better to ask than our good friend here at Turnbull's, none other than Team GB Butcher Farrell, who has very kindly agreed to create a recipe and share it with all you lovely viewers at home. And here to show you his pie, let's cut to Butcher Farrell.
Hi guys, how are we doing? I'm Butcher Farrell. You might have seen me last on the Butcher's Block, Christmas time, when I was at Turnbull's cooking up a beautiful gammon with the maple bacon. This time Turnbull's have been in touch, and because it's Great British Pie Week, they thought, considering I'm a Wiganer as well, I'm a pie eater, how about whipping up a quick recipe for you, showcasing a lovely pie that you can make at home. So I thought long and hard, and I thought one of the greatest, especially with weather like this, one of the greatest recipes is a shepherd's pie, comfort food at its heart there. So, using our special super tasty gravy, this is the lamb and mint one, so dead easy to make. You just put it in cold water, whip it up to heat, and you've got yourself a gravy, a pie base. So I thought I'd make that one. Then I thought a bit of a twist on shepherd's pie. We can't get out travelling because of COVID, so we'll bring the travel to us and we'll do a Moroccan style shepherd's pie, a bit of a twist. So with these ones, I thought I'd do some different recipes. I've got a Mayan gold. That is, it doesn't look that different, but beautiful potato, and it goes bright gold. And then the crazy ones, these are Violetta. And Violetta potatoes are bright purple. So I thought I'd do a bit of a colour twist on the mashed potato. Dead simple, Moroccan shepherd's pie. Let's get cracking. First things first, we've got some lovely diced lamb, big old chunks there. Spot up. Right, next up is chopping, the ingredients, getting ready, and we're just going to throw it all in the bowl, ready to put it into a pan and then cook through, and that's it, to be honest with you. Gravy. Done. We've got a mixed veg there, Moroccan flavoured lamb. Here we go. Instead of losing all these juices, we'll pour the gravy in there and whirl it around a bit. So we've got all those juices coming from it. There we go. We're just going to pop the lid on. Look at that. Nice thick gravy. How we doing, guys? So, well on. Can't tip it too much, but there we go. How about that? Moroccan shepherd's pie? Moroccan shepherd's pie. Not bad.
Oh, how about that for a Butcher Farrell? I have to say, that looks amazing.
Nah, he's good,
Dan,
like,
he's good, isn't
he's
he?
good.
He's good. Thank you
Well
so
done,
much for doing that. Butcher Farrell actually works for a supplier of ours, MRC, so just thanks to all the guys down there for doing that video. Hope you like that and hope you give it a go at home. He did actually use some Mayan Gold potatoes, which we sell here at the food hall, produced by Lucy and Anthony Carroll up in Berwick there. Delicious potatoes. I think we're just commenting on that when we were watching the video, how good they were. So that was a top-notch pie. Now myself and producer Matt, as we were watching the video earlier in the week, were just discussing about a top-notch pie, and I don't know where it came from, but producer Matt came up with the idea of what is a wacky pie. So I suggested, why not ask two wacky butchers to come up with some inspiration for a wacky pie? So on that, producer Matt dived down to see Butcher Soren and Butcher Alex. Let's see what happened.
Lads,
Hello.
how we doing?
Good.
British Pie Week, right?
Yeah.
We've got lots of pies, but why don't we make something crazy? What's a crazy pie idea you can come up with? There's a challenge for you.
What now?
Right now. Just off the top of your head, completely random, anything in the shop that you want, put it in a pie.
Vegan cheeseburger pie.
Bacon cheese, so a cheeseburger in a pie, minus the bun.
Minus the bun, huh?
Like it. Soren?
What about banana?
Banana? In a pie?
Banana
Okay.
blue cheese.
Okay,
I'm gonna go for
Banana
that.
blue cheese.
okay.
Some
Sounds
stuffed
good.
blue cheese.
Sounds good. Alright,
I'm gonna go for
good.
that.
lads, give it a whirl, see what you can come up with.
What now?
Yeah, right now.
Alright.
Alright, Soren, banana pie, tell me more, what have you got?
Right, so I came up with one I'm gonna do here with some maple smoked bacon around it. Then I'm gonna mash up some bananas, mix that with some maple glaze from MRC. And then with a slice of black cherry and whiskey pudding, topped up with some blue cheese
In a pie.
in a pie.
That's it, pie.
That's the one,
Oh,
yeah.
they're going to fit in there, okay.
It's gonna fit in there, yeah.
Lovely, can't wait to try it.
All right, let's start.
So, Alex,
Yeah.
cheeseburger, so you're going to take
Yeah.
a classic American cheeseburger.
Our steak burgers.
Steak burger there, yeah.
That's
Okay.
ones we sell in the shop.
Yeah.
Pie case.
Same as Soren, Scotch
yeah,
pie
yeah,
case
Scotch
there.
pie case.
Burger fill,
It's
yeah.
easier just to put them in.
Yeah.
Bit of tomato sauce in the bottom, burger in. I've got what's technically really tastes like Big Mac sauce.
Okay.
So I put that in, some maple bacon, some cheese and mozzarella.
Cheese, so all the flavours of a
Burger and a pie.
Okay. Looking forward to it.
So Alex is making a cheeseburger pie. They're using one of our steak burgers, tomato ketchup in the bottom. He's diced up some bacon there, and he's adding like a Big Mac kind of style sauce, topping it off with some cheese and jalapeno as well as Butcher Soren's gone a bit unconventional. He's adding banana, which he's mashed up there with a maple glaze, bacon in the pie case already with black pudding on the top, and some blue cheese crumble. That's what they look like. Two very good looking pies there. Here they are cooked off in the oven. Let's go back to the studio and see what they taste like.
Oh, how about that? Blue cheese and banana pie, cheeseburger in a pie. I think that should have a health warning on it, shouldn't it? Oh. Now, before we try it, because we're going to try it, because the proof is in the pudding, we've always said that. Myself, Butcher Dan and Master Pete are going to try and deliver. But before we do that, deliver our verdict, we did a little bit of a survey on Instagram, and apparently the results are in. Producer Matt, can you tell us a little bit more, enlighten us?
That's right, so if you follow us on the Instagram page, I put on our story bacon and cheeseburger pie there, or the banana, black pudding and blue cheese pie. And you voted, I'm not surprised at all, 82% of you said yuck to the banana, blue cheese, and bacon and black pudding pie there. There's only, I think there was about 5 people in total agreed that it was quite nice to try. But lads, you've got some there.
Well, to the public
Have a
that
try and
voted,
see what you
our Instagram followers, thank you so much for 82% of you who said yuck. We're now going to try it, and here we go.
Cheers, Soren.
If I never see you again, it's been a pleasure.
It's actually really nice.
So I
That
tried
is
it with
actually surprisingly very, very good. Now, I have to say, Butcher
Shocked
Soren,
me, that.
Bizarre.
I did have a word with him, and apparently this is he worked as a butcher in Iceland for a number of years, and apparently bananas and blue cheese go together in Iceland. That is actually surprisingly
good.
very, very good. Cheeseburger in a pie. Now, I've already tried it. Peter, have you tried this?
No, I haven't. I've
You've
been
on
holiday
holiday
this
this week, so
I tell you, that goes well with that, with the Wave Rider.
Oh, that
just in.
oh, that is good. Oh,
That's also really good.
That's really nice. But I love that.
so we're going to pick a winner. Butcher Dan.
I think I prefer the cheeseburger, but the surprise factor of the banana one, I think I'm going to pick that one. Yeah.
Really?
Well done, Soren.
Well done, Soren. Well done, Alex. Master Pete.
I'm banana all the way.
Are you?
That's really, really nice. And it's not mushy, it's got it's lovely texture to that. I'm absolutely shocked, that's beautiful.
Yeah, listen, it's hard to pick a winner. Listen, I'm going to say to both Butcher Soren and Butcher Alex, we asked you to produce a wacky pie, and I've got to say the results are actually not wacky. They are
They're good, they're really good.
You wouldn't be disappointed.
No,
I
they're
think
seriously good.
To be fair, they both have to be eaten warm. I think that's the only thing I could say to that. I'm not quite convinced it would work as well cold. Delicious, guys. Well done. Thank you so much for that. Now, listen. Next week sees the start of National Butchers Week 2021, and here at Turnbull's, to celebrate National Butchers Week, we're going to be doing all sorts of things. Producer Matt behind the camera, you are our events producer as well. You do a lot here at Turnbull's, don't you, behind the scenes?
That's right.
He's just trying to justify his paycheck
Modest.
now. Producer Matt, tell us, what have we got going on here at Turnbull's next week?
So we're bringing back our very famous Battle of the Butcher competition with 3 rounds, okay? So with 3 different rounds, knockout round. It's going to be great. We're going to be challenging our butchers to a range of butchery skills as well.
Sorry to interrupt,
gonna
but
be
is
great.
Butcher Soren going to make a debut in...
Butcher Soren will be facing off against our 2 resident butchers, Butcher Dan and Butcher Alex.
Oh,
So it's a
that's gonna be
3-way Battle of the Butcher special.
It's going to be good.
With that,
It's
I'm
gonna be-
impressed.
I'll
I
tell
think
you.
this is
Yeah,
a big...
yeah. Anything else going on, Producer Matt?
Yeah, we've just got a range of great stuff in store, basically all about having the skills of our fantastic butchers here in Turnbull's. We'll be sharing more information at the start of next week, so keep an eye peeled for that.
You know, in the UK, we've got a tremendous amount of fantastic young female butchers coming through. It's great to see. I don't know, Producer Matt, if you can pull this off, but I know it's just been announced that the new vice chairman of the Guild of Kew Butchers, the Kew Guild Butchers, which I was former chairman of, has been announced, and Catherine Meadows from Whitley Bay is the new vice chairman. Do you think we could get her on a Zoom call?
Oh, I think we can do that, Mark. Yes,
I know she's just done a bit
see
of a
what we
shop
can do.
refit, but I'd like to chat. Do you think that would be good?
Yeah, it'd be nice to speak to her.
If Catherine, if you're watching, we'd like to get you on a Zoom call with the 3 of us and just find out what's going on in Whitley Bay. That would be fantastic. We
Well
could do
done,
that.
Kat, yeah.
National
Great.
Butchers Week. Master Pete, you've risen to the grand title of Master here at Turnbull's.
Yeah, I don't know how
Just tell us a little bit how you got involved in butchery,
it started.
how it started for you.
He was kicked out of school for being a naughty lad. That's my guess.
No, I was a good lad in school. It all started actually going back. I was always, I like when I was a child going shopping with my nana, I was obsessed with like looking at the butcher's counter.
Really?
Growing up, yeah, always looking through butcher's counters, and I was just always like, oh, that's interesting. And just as I grew up, I did my work experience at Jack Allen's. Remember Jack Allen's?
Yeah.
I was good friends with Russell at the time, and then I got an apprenticeship. Then I moved around a few places.
So when I started work at Turnbull's back in 1987, all those years ago, there was 2 abattoirs in Anning, believe it or not. There was Jack Allen's, which was Keith, who was Jack's son, I believe.
Yeah.
And Keith Allen, and there was Turnbull's. We had 2 abattoirs, which were down near Peter's Mill. And I remember those days. Well, Butcher Dan. Now he hates us telling this story. He cringes every time I tell it, but Butcher Dan went off to university and did a degree in physics. He's shaking his head there. But came back to be a butcher. Dan, what is it that appeals to you about butchery? I'll tell another story in a minute, but go on. What appeals?
I just always loved it, really. I think I started in 2004, working the Saturdays. I was 14 then, so I've been doing it like 16 years now, and always wanted to do it, and so as soon as I finished uni, I was desperate to get back.
To everyone who's watching at home, I'm lucky to be sat. I'm not the best butcher, I don't mind admitting it. I have to run the business. They're quite happy when I'm out of the way. I like talking to customers. I'm the customer relations manager. I love butchery. But these 2 guys here, Soren Butcher, Alex, we've got Alan at the town centre shop. I'm lucky to be surrounded by such fantastic butchers. We've got young Rob, apprentice, Q Guild Apprentice of the Year. Young Butcher of the Year. We have got a fantastic pool of talent here at Turnbull's. You don't get this in a supermarket, do you? And I'm not, the supermarkets serve a purpose. They're there. Over the years, they've tried to recreate what we do here in butchery, but they can't do it, can they?
You can't do it on really a big scale. I think you can't roll those skills out. And having someone skilled on site all the time.
And I think that is the whole idea behind National Butchers Week. It's a celebration of great British butchery, and I think it's like all the other trades out there. It would be such a shame if those skills and trades were lost. It's lovely for us to be able to showcase it here at the food hall, at our town centre shop. Butcher shops all over the country. Next week really is a celebration of that.
There's been a resurgence in the last year.
There's been a definite resurgence, hasn't there? Yeah, it's just great.
Up and down the country.
Up and down the country with the pandemic, people have got out and supported local businesses. They've gone back to the local butchers, and it's just fantastic. It's a great industry to be involved in. Peter?
Yes?
If you hadn't been a butcher, what do you think you might have been?
Truthfully?
Yeah?
I don't think I would have been a butcher. I honestly, there was nothing ever else. Maybe a professional football player.
You could have been the Celtic manager by now, couldn't you?
Yeah.
Are you as old as that, or you could have still been playing, couldn't you?
I would have been player manager. and coach, and probably chairman. Yes, maybe a physio. I like a bit of responsibility.
Dan, you're very athletic. Triathlon, you ran for, you did triathlon for in the European
Championships.
What do you think your sporting aspect to your life has brought to butchery?
Back in the day when we used to have to run up and down stairs all day carrying bodies of beef, I suppose that was quite handy, being fit and strong. But
I have to work next to him sometimes on a Saturday, and all I get is quicker. You've got to be quicker. And I'm nearly 50.
Think you sound like you're training with them.
No, honestly, it's been a fantastic industry. We're really looking forward to next week to celebrate all things that are great about butchery. I've got some fantastic friends out there in the butchery industry. I've been so lucky to meet so many fantastic people. It is a great industry to be involved in, isn't it? And we're proud of it.
I think, me personally, just going back to what you were saying, the ones that we work with and friends around the country and things like that, we've all got one thing in common, and it's just pride in my job.
It is.
It is. It's just like, if it's not good enough, it doesn't go out.
Yeah. I remember one Christmas, Peter, you saying to us that you know the last has to. What was the saying?
First order is as good as the last order.
Yeah, the first thing you produce has to, the last has to be as good as the first. And Peter just installs that in us. I'm so lucky to work with a great set of butchers. Love the industry. So I hope all of you next week enjoy our social media feeds. We're going to be celebrating all things butchery. Everybody, that is it for this edition of the Butcher's Block. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope to see you in the shop over the weekend. Until then, stay safe, take care, and thanks for watching.
Take care.
Bye everyone, bye.
Bye.